How to become financially free before 40. Have you ever wondered what life would feel like if money was no longer a constant source of stress? Imagine waking up every morning knowing that your bills are paid, your future is secure, and you have the freedom to choose how you spend your time. That is what financial freedom really means. Many people believe financial freedom before the age of 40 is impossible. They think it is only for millionaires, business owners, or people born into wealthy families. But the truth is, financial freedom is less about how much money you make and more about the financial decisions you make every single day. Today, I'm going to share a practical and realistic roadmap to becoming financially free before 40. There are no shortcuts, no get-rich-quick schemes, and no unrealistic promises. These are timeless financial principles followed by financially successful people around the world. Let's begin. The first step toward financial freedom is changing the way you think about money. Most people spend their entire lives working for money without learning how to make money work for them. They earn more, spend more, and wonder why they never seem to get ahead. Financially free people think differently. They understand that every dollar they save and invest today becomes an employee working for them tomorrow. Instead of asking, "What can I buy?" they ask, "How can this money create more money?" Your mindset will determine your financial future more than your income ever will. Is learning to live below your means. This sounds simple, but it is one of the hardest financial habits to develop. We live in a world that constantly encourages us to spend more. New phones, expensive clothes, luxury cars, and endless subscriptions can quietly consume our income. Financial freedom is not about looking, it is about becoming wealthy. There is a big difference between the two. Someone driving an expensive car may still be struggling with debt, while someone driving an ordinary car may have hundreds of thousands of dollars invested for their future. Stop trying to impress people who are not paying your bills. Focus instead on building a life that gives you peace of mind and financial security. The third step is paying yourself first. Most people pay everyone else before they pay themselves. They pay their bills, buy what they want, and invest whatever happens to be left at the end of the month. Unfortunately, there is usually very little left. Financially successful people do the opposite. They invest first and spend what remains. Even if you start with 10% of your income, consistency matters more than the amount. The habit of investing regularly is often more important than waiting until you have more money. Remember, you do not need to start big. You simply need to start. Step is building an emergency. Predictable. Unexpected expenses can happen at any time. Medical emergencies, job losses, or family responsibilities can quickly create financial pressure. Without an emergency fund, many people are forced to use credit cards, take loans, or sell their investments during difficult times. Try to build savings equal to at least 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. This money should not be used for vacations or shopping. Think of it as your financial safety net. Having an emergency fund provides something that money alone cannot buy: peace of mind. Fifth step is avoiding bad debt. Debt can quietly become one of the biggest obstacles standing between you and financial freedom. Before borrowing money, ask yourself a simple question. Is this purchase going to increase in value or decrease in value? Many people borrow money to buy things that lose value almost immediately. Then, they spend years paying for them with interest. Financial freedom requires learning the difference between wants and needs. Every unnecessary loan delays your financial goals. The less money you send to lenders, the more money you can invest in your future. The sixth step is making investing a lifelong habit. Saving money is important, but saving alone is usually not enough. Inflation gradually reduces the purchasing power of money over time. That is why investing matters. Many financially successful people invest consistently in diversified assets, such as broad stock market index funds, retirement accounts where available, and other long-term investments that align with their financial goals and risk tolerance. The most important word here is consistency. You do not need to predict the perfect time to invest. You simply need to invest regularly and think long-term. Building wealth is usually boring. It happens slowly, quietly, and consistently over many years. Do not compare your financial journey with someone else's highlight reel on social media. Wealth is built through discipline, not through excitement. The seventh step is understanding the power of time. Time is one of the greatest financial advantages you will ever have. Imagine two people. One begins investing at 25 years old, while the other waits until 35. Even if they invest the same amount each month, the person who started earlier often ends up with significantly more wealth because compound growth has had more time to work. This is why starting today matters more than waiting for the perfect moment. Do not wait until you earn more money. Do not wait until next year. The perfect time to begin rarely arrives. Your future wealth is built by the decisions you make today. The eighth step is increasing your income over time. There is only so much you can save, but there is often much more potential to increase your earnings. Invest in yourself continuously. Learn valuable skills. Improve your communication abilities. Stay curious and never stop learning. Your skills are one of your greatest financial assets. Consider building multiple sources of income over time. This could include freelancing, investing, creating digital products, consulting services, or starting a business. Multiple income streams can provide both financial growth and greater stability. Financial freedom becomes easier when your income grows, while your expenses remain under control. 40 is not about perfection. You will make mistakes. You may have setbacks. Markets will rise and fall. Unexpected challenges will appear. Do not allow temporary failures to become permanent excuses. The people who achieve financial freedom are rarely the smartest or the luckiest. More often, they are simply the most consistent. They save consistently. They invest consistently. They learn consistently. And they remain patient when others give up. Financial freedom is not built in a few months. It is built through thousands of small decisions made over many years. Before we finish, remember these 5 simple principles. Spend less than you earn. Invest consistently. Avoid unnecessary debt. Keep learning and increasing your income. And most importantly, give time the opportunity to work in your favor. You do not need to become rich overnight. You simply need to become financially better than you were yesterday. If you begin today and remain consistent for the next 10 or 15 years, the results may surprise you. The life you want is often built one smart financial decision at a time. Financial freedom before 40 is possible, not because it is easy, but because it is achievable when you combine discipline, patience, and consistency. Your future self is waiting for the decisions you make today. Start small, stay consistent, and never stop investing in your future. Thank you for listening.